In a quiet town where prosperity bloomed and dreams seemed just within reach, one man stood out like a shining beacon of wealth, Aman. His presence was magnetic, and his charm had everyone enchanted. Known for his generosity, he had become the envy of many, a figure whose incredible success raised eyebrows and sparked whispers. But beneath the facade of his seemingly perfect life lay a chilling secret that would eventually shatter the community's trust. As neighbors admired his lavish lifestyle, the question loomed, where did his wealth truly come from? Little did anyone know, the truth was darker than they could have ever imagined. Aman had not always lived in luxury. Born into a struggling family, he was the only child of his parents, so he understood the value of hard work from an early age. His childhood was marked by hardship, watching his parents toil tirelessly to make ends meet. They instilled in him a fierce work ethic, teaching him that success was not just handed to you, it was earned. While his peers played carefree, Aman spent long hours taking odd jobs, mowing lawns, delivering newspapers, and washing cars. His ambition set him apart, pushing him to study business and finance late into the night, often sacrificing time with friends for the sake of his dreams. Aman's early life was a relentless cycle of labor and learning. Each day, he would rise before dawn, completing his chores and heading off to school with a worn-out backpack. He often dreamed of a life far removed from the struggles of his childhood, envisioning a future filled with comfort and success. This vision fueled his relentless pursuit of prosperity. With grit and determination, Aman quickly climbed the corporate ladder after finishing his education. He earned respect and accolades in his field, securing a job at a reputable financial firm. His first taste of success felt euphoric. He savored the satisfaction of having achieved something substantial. Yet, with it came temptation. The allure of shortcuts whispered to him, promising quicker paths to riches. As he navigated the corporate world, Aman found himself surrounded by ambitious colleagues who spoke of untapped opportunities and unorthodox methods to gain wealth. Eventually, he ventured into entrepreneurship, launching a series of businesses that flourished. From a small online venture selling handcrafted goods to a real estate enterprise, Aman's savvy business sense and charismatic personality propelled him into the realm of the wealthy. He became the proud owner of a flashy car and a grand house, hosting extravagant parties that left the community in awe. His life appeared to be a fairy tale, the envy of all. As Aman became a local celebrity, admiration poured in from all corners. Yet, beneath the compliments, envy began to brew. Friends and family admired him, but questions lingered in hushed tones. How did Aman become so wealthy so quickly? His sudden transformation from a struggling youth to a millionaire was puzzling, yet most chose to overlook the inconsistencies. They rationalized that hard work had finally paid off for him. What the community did not know was that Aman had begun to dabble in the occult. Drawn to the world of spiritual rituals, he sought practices that promised immense wealth and power. His curiosity morphed into obsession, and he soon found himself exploring increasingly dangerous avenues. Aman began to frequent underground gatherings, mingling with those who practiced dark arts and ancient rituals. He was captivated by their promises of wealth, status, and the power to shape his own destiny. During the middle of the day, when children were released from school, Aman would often wait in his fancy car, ready to deceive them with promises of food and free rides home. The kids, enamored by his charm and status, never declined his proposals. From there, he began a horrific pattern, kidnapping young boys and girls, taking them to his secluded home, where he would engage in dark and twisted rituals. Late at night, in the dimly lit corners of his basement, Aman surrounded himself with candles and strange symbols, believing he was unlocking secrets that would guarantee his wealth. He sought guidance from mysterious spiritual leaders, engaging in increasingly sinister practices. As the rituals grew darker, so did his intentions. He convinced himself that wealth could be attained through sacrifice. The more desperate he became, the more horrific his choices turned. One fateful night, a ritual promised unfathomable riches, but at a terrible cost. The spiritual advisor whispered of sacrifices that must be made, igniting a chilling determination within Aman. He believed that securing his fortune required paying the ultimate price, plunging deeper into a world he could no longer escape. Aman's crimes escalated as he grew bolder. He began to lose sight of the boundaries that once kept him anchored. On a night when he attempted a particularly risky ritual, he encountered two students returning from night studies. As he approached them, they sensed danger and ran away, shouting for help. Luckily, they escaped, reaching home just in time to share their chilling tale. One of the children recognized Amon, and when they recounted the story to their parents, disbelief washed over them. A humble man like Amon would never do such evil things, they insisted, dismissing their child's fears. To the townspeople, Amon was a paragon of success. His generosity was unmatched. He donated to schools, supported local charities, and volunteered at community events, painting a picture of a man who genuinely cared for his community. Families basked in the comfort his wealth provided, completely unaware of the dark shadows lurking just beneath the surface. Amon became a fixture at local events, his beaming smile and grand gestures winning the hearts of many. Yet, amidst the celebrations, whispers began to circulate. Some townsfolk speculated about his rapid rise to wealth, sharing their suspicions over coffee at the local diner. "I heard he has a secret room in his house," one whispered. "You know, where he does things." But another quickly dismissed the notion. "That's just silly. After all, he's so kind." The whispers persisted, and the community remained divided, caught between admiration and suspicion, blissfully unaware of the horror that lay ahead. Amon's carefully constructed facade began to crack when a series of disappearances rocked the town. Children began to go missing, sending shockwaves through the once peaceful community. Panic replaced the tranquility that had reigned. Parents locked their doors at night, their hearts heavy with fear. As the police launched an investigation, all eyes turned to Amon. His extravagant lifestyle had drawn attention, and the dots began to connect. Witnesses stepped forward, sharing their unsettling encounters with him, recalling moments when he seemed overly interested in the children. Detectives huddled together, piecing together the puzzle, their urgency growing as they connected his wealth, the rituals, and the missing children. "It all seemed too coincidental," one detective remarked, his brow furrowed with concern. Then, a young girl stepped forward, her voice trembling as she recounted a chilling tale. "I saw him in the park with another kid. They were talking, and then the kid just vanished." Her words sent shivers down the spines of those who heard them, solidifying the investigators' resolve. Another young boy shared his story of confrontation, describing how he had seen Amon late at night, and how fear had compelled him to run. Yet, the weight of his experience kept him silent at home, fearing disbelief. The day of reckoning arrived when law enforcement executed a search warrant at Amon's home. What they uncovered sent shockwaves through the community. Evidence linked him to the kidnappings, unveiling a web of deceit that was both horrifying and incomprehensible. In the hidden depths of his lavish estate, police found remnants of his dark rituals, items that horrified even the most seasoned officers. As news broke, the town held its breath. In an instant, Amon's carefully curated image crumbled. He was no longer the beloved businessman, but a monster lurking in plain sight. News reports detailed the arrests, painting a grim picture of the horrors that had occurred. Authorities have uncovered evidence suggesting his involvement in dark spiritual rituals, a news anchor declared, while the community grappled with disbelief. The town was plunged into chaos, grappling with the betrayal of a man they had trusted. Families mourned, hearts heavy with grief for their lost children. The innocence of their town shattered in the blink of an eye, leaving behind a landscape marked by sorrow. Amon's arrest marked the end of a dark chapter, but the scars would remain etched in the hearts of many. Parents wept not only for their lost children but for the trust they had placed in a man who had turned their community into a nightmare. In the aftermath, the community struggled to heal from the shockwaves of Amon's actions. Grief and anger swirled together, leaving many questioning how they could have missed the signs. Support groups formed to help families affected by the tragedy. Counselors worked tirelessly to mend the emotional wounds inflicted by Amon's horrifying deeds. As the town mourned, they began to come together, united in their resolve to ensure such darkness would never return. A memorial was held for the missing children, where community members gathered to honor the lives lost. Candles flickered in the night, illuminating the faces of those who stood together, holding hands in solidarity. Amon's story serves as a chilling reminder of the depths of human depravity. While he achieved his wealth through unspeakable acts, the true cost was far greater than anyone could have anticipated. The loss of innocence weighed heavily on the community, and the shadows of betrayal lingered long after the headlines faded. As time went on, the town learned to look beyond appearances, to question the nature of success, and to remain vigilant against the darkness that can hide behind a charming smile. In the end, Amon's tale stands as a warning. the allure of wealth can lead to unimaginable horrors, and sometimes the most beloved figures conceal the most sinister secrets. Thank you for joining us in uncovering the dark tale of Aman. If you found this story chilling, please like, share, and subscribe for more stories. What are your thoughts on the nature of wealth and its potential consequences? Share your thoughts in the comments below.